Okay, I think it's the cover for the TORP. Pretty nice. Sleek. Definitely better than the BAC4000 look. Here's the harness. Pretty simple. I think this is a TORP display. Looks similar to the Egg Rider. The buttons definitely feel better than the Egg Rider though. It looks nice. And this is the actual controller itself. Comes with hardware, tools to install it. Pretty light. Yeah, it feels pretty light. Feels well built. Good quality. Here is instruction manual for it. Tells you how to install it, what colors to go where, and how the wiring harness goes in. So you got to make sure it clicks every single time on all the connectors, otherwise they could come loose. And here's also some stickers. Nice clean stickers you could put on your bike or your battery. Pretty nice. So before you take the battery out, trying to make sure it's off. Turn the breaker off. Unplug both connectors. Pull the battery out, make sure the bike's completely drained from power. Put the key in the ignition and turn it on. Wait a few seconds and you should be good to go. Alright, so this part here, I'm just gonna disconnect my wires and get it all prepped for when I install the TORP TC500 controller. So at this point I'm just zip tying, trying to clean everything up before I get the harness all situated. So you want to make sure you route this cable from the TORP display. Just make sure you route it so it's not getting snagged or anything, or too tight when you turn the bars. So when you're putting this back, just make sure you don't crush any wires. So when you're pushing the breaker back in and you need to get the bolt in, you might have to push it a little bit for the bolt to line up if it's pretty tight like mine was. If you have your ignition cover off and you're putting it back on, just make sure you don't pinch any of the wires and make sure they're all neat. So you also want to twist your bars to make sure you have enough slack on the TORP display cable. Otherwise you're just going to pull it and cause stress on the cable. So just make sure you got enough slack on it and it should be good. And for mine, I took my battery cap off just because for me it was easier. But for you it might be different. There's should be four connections on the TORP, and there should be four connections, or three in your harness, and then one from the TORP display. And I have the TORP display one right here. So we'll start off with the TORP display. Make sure it clicks. You gotta hear the audible click, otherwise it could come loose. Alright, so the harness is installed. Now we can install the controller. So it's pretty simple. It's a lot simpler. It's a lot easier than the BAC4000 in my opinion. Alright, in order to mount the controller, you want to get the two smaller screws that TORP provided in the little plastic bag. Put them in the top two holes. And on the back of the controller here, you can see there's two threaded parts where these screws will go into. I'm just going to push it up against it and try to line it up, and also use the Allen key that TORP provided and try to screw it in. Make sure they're snug, just don't over tighten them. Alright, the controller's mounted. Now we can put the phase wires on. And they are labeled blue, green, yellow, and then positive, negative. Also, the manual says where it is. So it's pretty easy to follow. So I'm just gonna take off these bolts first. And I just dropped it, nice. Alright, so blue is this one here. Pretty simple, just follow the color on your phase cable. Yellow and green, and then positive and negative. Yeah, once again, just make sure it's snug. Don't over tighten it. It says 3.5 Newton meters. I don't have a torque wrench, so I'm just going off my hand. Alright, so now the positive and negative terminals. Red is positive, black is negative. So it labels them right here on the controller. So the bottom one positive, top one is negative. Alright, installing the cover. This is probably my favorite part of the controller. I just love the look of it. It looks so sleek compared to the BAC4000. And grab your the two big bolts, like the larger ones that TORP sends, and these go in the top right here and right here, and they should thread into the back. let's see if it turns on. Turn on the breaker. Turn the key on. TORP display lit up. Go into the TORP app. Terms of service, yeah, I just read all that. Searching for TORP device, and I connected. So right now I'm just updating the firmware. Okay, it's done updating the display reset. Alright, now I'm going to calibrate my motor. So I got to enter my password, it's on the box. When you get your TORP controller, it's just on the side of the box where the controller was. Alright, so I entered it. It says the wheel's going to start spinning. So make sure you have it on a stand. And it should be easy. So, and my wheel's definitely spinning. And it's just calibrating. Make sure the motor's spinning in the right direction. Looks like it is. Yeah, all these diagnostics are, they're really nice to see. I mean, I don't know really any of it, but it's just nice to see those things. So yeah, calibration, you can do your throttle, your hull, like your motor. I guess these are like, if you want to do tests, like 0 to 60, 0, yeah, pretty cool. Your ride log, I don't have anything, I just installed it. Any errors, it's nice. Scan Bluetooth, I guess, if your controller's not connecting. So I'm in kilometers an hour, so I'll leave that. Celsius as well, sprocket ratio, I'm on a 48.2 stock. Wheel diameter, I'm on a 19-inch stock. I'm not sure what that is in centimeters, I assume that's all stock, so I'm just gonna leave it. So these are your settings for, you can change between sport and eco. I'm gonna mess around with these when I actually ride. So sport right now is default to 5.5 kilowatt, which is what my BAC4000 was on. If I ran anything higher, like 5.7, it would cut out, but my battery is not bypassed. So motor current 250 amps, battery current 90 amps, speed, you set it to unlimited unless you want a speed limiter. You can set it to whatever you want. Throttle regen, brake lever regen. I have no brake sensors, so I'm not sure if it'll work. I don't think it will, but we'll see. So yeah, throttle release regen will be nice. Battery, I have stock battery. You can choose between stock bypass, 72 volt, 60 volt. You can cut off your motor when it reaches a certain temperature. I guess 120 is default, like safest. Kickstand sensor, I turned it off. Crash sensor off. Mode button, TORP display. So I guess if you have the stock, maybe? Yeah, when I switch to TORP display and I press the mode button, it switches between eco and sport. So I think that's for the stock display and the switch. And then eco mode is default 3.7. Once again, I'm gonna mess with these when I ride and get a feel for it. These are your throttle settings. You can choose the throttle response if you want smooth, aggressive, throttle curve, adjust how you want it. Dead zone 3%. I'm just gonna leave everything default. These are your battery info. I really like this. It's pretty cool to see. Once again, I don't know anything about any of this stuff, so but it's just nice to see. Any error histories, or your battery error history. Yep, don't know anything. Your battery charger history. This is your battery charging history. And then this is your stats, I think. Your live stats. Yeah, so if you look at the live stats, things are changing. Your motor temp, controller temp, battery current, power speed, RPM, stuff like that. And then this is, I guess if you have a phone mount and you want this, you can see a live display. It's pretty nice, I like it, it's pretty simple. Okay, this is a 0 to 40 on the BAC4000 test. Alright, this is my first ride on the bike. I'm gonna try Eco first. Throttle response is definitely smooth. Let's try Sport out. Okay, I'll do a 0 to 40. 40. So on my BAC4000 I was running 5.5. We'll try 7.3. We'll go 430 motor current because I think that's what I was running on my BAC. So 7.3 kilowatts. On Sport Eco, I'm just going to keep Eco. Alright, I'll try it out. It's definitely a lot jumpier on the throttle. Okay, my front tire just lifts up. I never had that with the BAC. That's insane. Yeah. Okay, that's like zero effort. All right. I guess I'll try a 0 to 40 miles an hour on a dead road up here. And the rear tire just spins if I give it throttle. I'm on sand obviously, but it just spins like crazy. That's so easy. Just picks it up. Alright, we'll try it on this road here. It's just crazy the amount of torque it has compared to the BAC. Mind you, I was only running 5.5. But still, just kind of nuts. Alright, I'll do a 0 to 40 pull right here to compare on the BAC. 100% battery, like I was on the BAC. And 40. Yeah, that felt a lot quicker. I do have to configure the throttle a little bit, but it's so smooth compared to the BAC4000. Just the throttle curve, like default, is just so smooth. Like it's just effortless. It picks up so easy, and there's so much like so much control, I guess, in the throttle. Like, it's hard to explain, but it does feel a lot smoother. And I'm just on the default settings that it comes loaded on the controller, so. Alright, we'll ride around for a little bit and test this out. Yeah, that's crazy. It's so smooth. It just picks up so easy. I was just mind blown when it picked me up when I was sitting down, because I've never had that on the BAC. Yeah, it's effortless. That's crazy. Like right now I'm going 22. I mean, I'm used to kilometers. But I'm in miles per hour for the sake of the video. Yeah, I don't know, this is awesome. This controller's sick. One thing I want to say about the, I don't know if you guys can hear me, there's so many cars. Yeah, let me go on a dead road and explain. Yeah, it picks up, even when I'm going so fast, it's so easy. So I'm on the stock battery, 32 amp hour. So I can't pull, I think 8.5 is what 38 can pull. So right now I'm running, yeah, the stock battery, 32 amp hour. So I'm running 7.3 is my max right now. And mind you, these are all stock, or not stock. These are all like factory settings that it comes with. So the only thing I adjusted, I think I adjusted maybe two or three settings. So everything comes factory, like so smooth. I mean, obviously it's personal preference, but like this tune already was so much better than my BAC4000 tune. Like that I spent like hours tuning it, because the BAC4000 it takes a while to tune. I haven't ridden for a few days, so I thought I was gonna be a little rusty, but it just makes it so easy. Yeah, so one thing I do want to say about the installation, or I guess it was removing my BAC4000, so it wasn't even on the TORP controller. It was just when I was taking out the phase wire extensions, and I had to use an X-Acto knife on the heat shrink that was provided by the other company that I got the BAC4000 from. That was probably the hardest part, and then also just the wiring harness. Mine was a mess, and I just feel like that's probably the most annoying part. But other than that, the whole installation of it was so easy. It was, I'd say if I had the stock controller, I could have done it within 30 minutes, maybe 40. I don't know. Like when the stock controller is off and you're just installing the TORP, they make it so easy. It's so much easier than the BAC. So there's some settings you can change on the display. Right now I'm on miles per hour. I'm used to kilometers an hour, but I have it set to miles right now. Tells you your trip. So right now I've done 2.4 miles. It tells you your percent at the top and your voltage. Press the up arrow and tells you your max peak, min peak, your motor amps, the BMS data, your settings. You can change these. I think it's, you press the top button. Yeah, press the top button and it switches between kilometers an hour and miles per hour. Your last error and your last warning, your controller version and serial number and LCD version. I mean your display version. Yeah, this is so smooth. The throttle is just so smooth. Like with the BAC, when I did that, it was so jerky. I'm pretty dizzy. Yeah, so I am ordering a new battery with this. But the stock battery, especially if you have, I mean, I'm on 32 amp hour, and it's pulling 7.3, which is like insane compared to what I'm used to. Like it just feels so much better. But if you're on the 38 amp hour, you can pull 8.5, which is just crazy. So I think like this is the perfect battery for if you're just gonna run stock, and I mean the perfect controller if you're just gonna run stock battery. Like if you want to upgrade in the future, definitely go ahead, because it can pull up to 25 kilowatts, which is just crazy. Like that's just insane. just so butter. I mean, I'm gonna try to hit a jump. A jump. But it's pretty small, so it's so crazy the torque with this torque. Like, it just pulls. So much fun. So when I contacted TORP, they didn't have the regen throttle, so I'm definitely going to pick that up whenever it comes in stock, because I mean, I really only want to use my brakes for wheelies, so having the regen throttle, I don't even know where I'm going to put it, but it'll just be nice if I'm just cruising. And yeah, it's basically just like a regen thumb throttle. It'll be nice to have on my bike, because it'll save my brake pads a little bit. So I'm at 30 miles an hour. I'll try to bring it up. Yeah, it just pulls up so easy. It's so effortless. So nice. My brakes are just feeling it right now, because I never really go super fast, but this controller just makes me want to go fast. I don't know what it is. So I think, yeah, right now I don't have any regen on, but I think if I was doing trails and stuff, I would definitely turn on like throttle off regen, so when I'm off my throttle, the regen will kick in. Because, like I said, I don't have brake sensors on my bike. I'm running Hopetech 4 V4s, and I have no sensors on my bike, so I don't think I can run the brake sensor setting. All right, I'm gonna cross the road here onto a trail, and I'm gonna try the regen off throttle before I get in there. See how it is. It's just crazy the amount of just pull it has. Like, it almost brought me up there when I was leaving that. And it just spins. It's so nice. Alright, before I go in here, I'm just gonna mess around with the settings a little bit. I'm just gonna turn on throttle release regen. Don't want to do it too high. I want to get a feel for it first. So I have it on 20 amps right now. I don't even know if I'll be able to feel it, but I just want to test it out so I don't throw myself off the bike. Oh, I can feel that. That's nice. It's smooth, really smooth. Okay, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Yeah, and don't mind my old ass iPhone 8 Plus. I'm using my, well, I use my other phone to record. Oh, and I'm not even on the highest motor current, so there's more torque to be felt. All right, we'll try 50, halfway. Oh, that's nice. That's so sick. That's like butter smooth too. It doesn't like kick you forward when you let off the throttle. Oh man, I don't want to go through here. I just cleaned my bike. I'm not trying to get all muddy. Surely I can dodge all these. Oh, oh, oh no. Oh, there goes my rear tire. What's this? Okay. Well, I guess my bike's a little muddy now. Yeah, I'm probably gonna put that, I'll change my, I think I'll put my eco a little bit lower power, and then I'll keep my sport, no regen, And I'll probably put my my eco, I'll do it after on video, I mean off video, but yeah, because I like it how it is when I'm just riding the streets. Let's try 500 amps just to see, just to see. Just on the grass, clean my tires a little bit. And it just pulls. That's insane. Alright, we'll go on a somewhat dead road up here. And we'll do a pull. We'll go 0 to 40 again, just to compare. I'll try to remember to put up a timer comparing the 3 times. 40. I'll see if I can bring it up. Yeah, that's fucked. That's actually just insane that I can bring it up at this speed.
Really good at weaving.
Thanks, man.
Is that a Talaria?
No, it's a Surron, yeah.
What kind of Surron?
Light BX. I just got this new controller on it, and it pulls so much. Like, it's crazy. The amount of torque on this is insane. I'm doing a test on it, and it's just crazy. Like, I was able to bring the bike up at like 60 kilometers an hour.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was insane. On my, because I had an old.
How much was the extra control?
This, I think it's like $900, so it's not too bad.
Is it hard to drive this one?
No, super easy.
I ride dirt bikes. So.
Okay, then yeah, you'd have no problem. I've never ridden a dirt bike or anything. This is
so
like
this is your first.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but like the throttle is just instant, so you don't have like a clutch or like gears or anything. So it's just like
it's automatic.
Yeah, it just goes like just like that. Like there's just like one gear pretty much.
It just, you lift it up and you.
Yeah, exactly. Super simple. All right, man. I'm gonna keep riding. Take it easy. It's just so effortless. I barely twisted the throttle there and it just brought it up. That's actually just crazy. it's actually just crazy. It's really it just picks it up so easy. I know I said this so many times, but it's just, I don't know, I'm just not used to it. And it's so effortless, just being able to pop it up like that. Yo, ain't no way. Yo.
Right there, bro.
What's up?
Right there, buddy. That's the shit. Talaria.
No, this is Surron.
That's Surron?
Yeah, I got a TORP controller on it.
Okay.
That's a B52?
It is.
That's so sick. I love that.
Yeah.
Clean it up
Are you
nice.
the one wheeling all over town?
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
Listen, buddy, I've been trying to get a hold of you. Straight up. I want you to like teach me how to wheelie or something, bro. No, it's not a job.
No, I'll try, definitely.
Like,
yeah, I'll get your guys' number and stuff.
yeah, I got a 4-hour fast charge on this. I get up to 120 kilometers before a charge.
Oh, nice.